right, I'm packing up, getting ready to leave California, and first stop is going to be Arkansas. You know, wrestling with what I'm going to take, what I'm not going to take, it's been really challenging, especially going through my tools. Like, it's shocking how difficult that is for me. It used to be that I liked to organize, but now it's a compulsion that doesn't come with the skill set that's necessary to accomplish it. That's a bad combination. I have way more stuff than I realized, even though I'm constantly packing and organizing and leaving. And then I went to an estate sale, basically, and I bought more stuff. The inevitability of human drama is a phrase I heard in a movie once. 40 gallons of oil in the back of that truck. There's a particular feeling that I'm getting about this trip, and it's not just about this trip, it's about this phase of life that I'm coming into. And it's don't own anything you can't carry with you. Don't carry anything with you that you don't own. I feel like I'm maturing out of an emotional adolescence. I don't really know what else to call it, but I feel like there's been a grace in my life that's not going to be there in the future. And I also feel like I've been living in a time where it's about exploring options and considering all of the possibilities. And now it's starting to feel like it's time to choose a path and to move forward with laser-like focus instead of dabbling in so many different things. And when I come into kind of, I guess, a new time in my life, it usually affects everything. And so one of the things that's actually happened lately is I've told some of my close friends that I wasn't going to be in a relationship with them anymore. And I told them why, and whether they agree with my reasoning or not, and whether they think that what we have is a healthy relationship or not, I don't. So it doesn't mean that these relationships can't come back, it just means they're not healthy for me right now. But the paring down that I'm going through in my life, it's in everything. It's also in what I'm going to be spending my time doing, probably. Although I haven't really looked in that direction yet to see what the future holds. It's mostly been about relationships. It's been about the physical, material things that I have in my life. It's been about direction. I feel like keeping one foot in California and one foot in the rest of the world is not going to be working out anymore. And that's part of why I feel like I need to take everything I own and own everything I take and bear the burden of my material possessions. Whatever I have, whatever I choose to have in my life, take full responsibility for them. Carry them. If it's yours, then carry it. Don't just take the easy way out by paying for storage in one place so that it'll be there if you want to come back for it. No, if you want it, carry it. If it's yours, bear it. And that's an interesting feeling. And it kind of ties back in with that idea that I'm exiting emotional adolescence. There's not the idea of keeping things at my parents' house anymore. Once I made that decision last night, it became a lot easier to choose what I was taking. I'm taking everything. And that means furniture. That means 2 motorcycles, a 6x10 foot enclosed cargo trailer, my truck, which I've taken the back seats out of, and so I can store heavier stuff here in the truck and less heavy things in the trailer. I have a dresser, I have a liquor cabinet, I have a large wooden chest that sits on a platform. I'm taking 7 sets of sheets with me. Feels like it's time for me to enter adulthood, maybe, and take a little more responsibility for the things that I own. This trailer's been parked here for 3 years now. I got it in New Mexico in order to move back here from New Mexico, and since then it's just been right here, with furniture in it that I told myself someday I would use for a place that I got, but I haven't gotten a place. I've just been staying with a friend, renting a room from him, and traveling for 3 years, so everything in here is going with me, and everything else that I own is going with me. Where am I going? I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna start in Arkansas. Right now I'm in Southern California, and I got a couple of pieces that I really like that I'm willing to bear the burden of. I like this chest. So today is the day and I take the trailer with me. So this piece of furniture here is a liquor cabinet, a bar. This folds down. I have this here just to protect it from scraping. The reason I'm showing you this is if you're gonna travel with something like this with wrought iron feet, flip it upside down. Put the top on the ground, on top of a moving blanket or something like that that won't scuff it. Then you'll be able to go over your bumps and things like that a lot smoother without damaging anything, without the shifting happening, especially in a trailer like this that has no suspension. You know, I haven't even gotten to the point of editing my videos from South America or from Europe yet. So I have no idea if those are all wife beater videos too. I don't think they are. I think it was just Mexico, which I should get a pass for. This right here is a 720K TV. Yeah, 720K. But it was free. It was free to me. I went and did this run at this shoe store, and then they did a raffle afterward, and I won a GPS watch for no good reason. And so I took that GPS watch to Best Buy, and they gave me a $300 store credit. And so then I bought this TV. So the TV was free. I'm having trouble letting it go, even though it's only 720p. Yeah. But here it is. It's been sitting here for 3 years, and I'm gonna keep carrying it. I have things, and if I can't carry them, then I don't need to have them. It's time to make some decisions about what I'm going to have in my life. It's time to clear out and make space for what's coming. And I don't know what's coming. It's a certain amount of trust that goes along with this, and there's also a certain amount of faith. There's a difference between those two. Trust is just deciding you're going to believe, whereas faith is actually perceiving something and then acting according to it, even though it's not a material thing you're perceiving. So those are a little bit different. We'll talk about that sometime.